Hey guys, I'm gonna do my best yelling at you from in my car. So, I feel like I basically say this every video now. I'm gonna be talking about something a little different today. I believe to be myself a psychic, or a medium of some form. Everyone is, whether you believe it or not. However, those who actually attune to it can, increase it further. Now, I'm not going to sit here and act like I know exactly what I'm talking about. That's the point of this video, is I'm working on developing a way to actually focus it, enhance it, or grow. You wanna stay here for me? Nope, you're gonna be awkward. What if I wrap you around my steering wheel? What are you gonna do then, huh? Huh? Yeah, bitch! Oh. It's a little crooked. That actually is not a bad idea, I like this. So, I kinda cheated though. I cheated death. There is a big secret about me. I don't think I've ever talked about it before. As a baby, I died. Legally. Like, legit. If you can see the scar on my throat through this sunlight, this blistering sun, I had a tube in my throat to keep my airways open. I had a collapsed trachea, which was trachea Malaysia, or something like that. Basically, my respiratory system wasn't working and would collapse in on itself, which led to something called dying spells. Apparently, I would just stop breathing and not start again, till I eventually turned blue in the face and started suffocating. Now, I know this to be true because I can be fairly dramatic, and my dad's a pretty dramatic person. But it was also quite traumatizing for them. I mean, imagine holding your baby and it just stops breathing. They joked about it to the point it was like, you know, they were taking turns. It's like, bump, 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 oh, he's down again, your turn. It's like, guys, I get you're trying to diffuse it with humor, but yeah. Well, he said there was 1 or 2 times that I stopped for about 3 to 5 minutes, which, again, should have cooked my brain. But for some reason it didn't. Now, there's always, a theory, because it's kind of hard to prove, that dying or having a near-death experience awakens this ability, because you get to cross the threshold and come back with knowledge that you didn't mean to. You witnessed something you shouldn't have, and you actually came back through it. Because death is supposed to be the end of whatever. Well, since I died and I came back, I guess the best way to explain it is those who've seen, Brotherhood, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I got to learn the truth. And even though I was a baby, something clicked and something stuck. In fact, I found out, it opened the door. It opened the door for everything. I found out that stuff followed me through, good and bad. And I never closed the door. Ever. Now, I'm not going to. Even as a kid, I thought I did, but I never did. Because I continued to have weird, spooky, supernatural stuff happen. And yes, I felt insane. So those who are watching this video may also feel the same. I felt insane. Because I had, like, voices chasing me. Disembodied voices, people I could hear that weren't there, people calling my name. Anytime I talked about it to family members, they thought I was crazy. And yet I've always had ghost events and spirits, like opening doors, moving stuff, throwing stuff, like, no joke. I've had them talk to me, I've seen them, and I've seen other things besides spirits. But I can't fully talk about it without sounding like a loon. So, And I don't just mean one or two, oh, no, this ghost moved this thing, no, like, whenever I would tell my friends these stories, they're like, yeah, I've had this thing happen to me and this thing. And I was like, let me go back through my childhood. As you guys know, I have 4 full videos on TikTok. And if you didn't know this, I have 4 full videos on TikTok explaining all 4 bunch of ghost stories throughout my whole life. So when they look at me and they're like, what? You what? It's like, yeah, it never stopped. Like, I have ghost events all the time. But now it's actually crossing into a new border of the psychic abilities itself, like all the clairs, clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance, all of it. All of it. And I am trying to decipher between what's what. Again, I hate being vulnerable, I hate opening about this because it makes me sound batshit crazy. But I'll hear voices. And then I'll hear voices. And then I'll hear voices. And I'm like, okay, I audibly hear voices that are not anywhere near me. And then mentally, I'm hearing conversations. And then another mental voice I'm hearing is calling out my name. Now again, I've actually gone through and rationalized it. And it's like, well, what if I actually am schizophrenic? Maybe I'm really hearing other noises, maybe. It's like, well, schizophrenia doesn't call your name. I've actually had things call Adam. Please help me. Adam, come here. I'm just like, I am in my apartment alone? What? Who? What? Okay. And I've tried to answer the call sometimes. I'll be like, alright. So, yeah, I hear you. Then there's no follow-up. Sometimes I even joke about it. Like one day, I was making a joke with one of my people that listen. Yeah, anyways, I made a joke. I'm like, yeah, I hear one conversation, someone calling out, Adam, help me, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, what? And then I hear what I could only explain as another conversation. Hey, so what are we having for dinner tonight? I don't know, I thought we were just going to have some chicken casserole. I'm just like, I don't think this is the same conversation. In fact, I'm pretty positive it's, I'm picking up on somebody else. This is weird. Point of the story is, I finally got to a point instead of being confused and feeling like I'm crazy. Which, I mean, I was up at Half Price Books, and I bought this. It's a telepathy test. Now, specifically telepathy, but my point is to learn intuition. It's one of those hoaxy, cheesy, I always perceived it as hoaxy, cheesy, because I didn't believe in this stuff before. However, it has been happening to me nonstop, so I might as well accept it. You can either close it off or accept it. Choosing to accept it. So anyone who would like to take this venture with me, I will have to remember to post the video, post the Discord. I have a witch Discord, as in Magic Witch. It's where I actually post and am looking for other friends who are into occulty kind of stuff. Like witchy stuff, if you've got ghost stories. I mean, if you just want to be a part of the Discord, that's all it is. But also, I am interested in learning and teaching this. So, if you would like to follow that, that's also a part of this. It's a really rather short video today. Just kind of I don't know. Just felt like doing it, you know, it's kind of weird, but I mainly bought it to improve my intuition. I feel like my intuition is pretty clear, but at the same time, my brain fogs it up and I don't listen to it as well. So the primary source was just to learn and attune to my intuition more. Again, if that's something you want, the Discord will be in the description. Beyond that, any other questions you can ask, feel free. Other psychic abilities I've seen a little bit. I can talk to animals, believe it or not, to a certain degree. They talk to me. Like, the other day I went to pet a horse. There were 2 horses on the side of the road, and I really wanted to pet them. I haven't pet a horse in a while. And I could tell, I walked up and they were scared. I'm like, well, you don't have to be scared of me, and I'm trying to be nice, and I'm letting them, you know, kind of like brush my hand, and I was a little scared too now, because I'm like, oh, these things are huge. And I finally got him to let me touch its cheek for a minute, its jaw. But I had this feeling Like, there was one point where I tried to, and you could see his ears went back. He turned off to the side. I'm like... And as I continued to reach, a mental image came through of him biting the shit out of my elbow. So I'm like, this horse is telling me he's going to bite me. He does not want to be pet. Let's not pet him. Okay. Then there was another day, I was in a nature preserve, and there was this really cool awning or archway of trees, of these branches, and this squirrel was sitting on top of the branch eating his nuts. Yes, I know, his breakfast. Don't be dirty. So I actually looked up, I'm like, excuse me, Mr. Squirrel, I don't want to interrupt your breakfast, but I'd like to go through this archway. And it just kind of stops, and it wags its tail 3 times. I'm like, okay, are you sure it's okay? I can walk through? And it's just staring at me, goes, wags its tail 3 times. So I go under the bridge, or under the archway. I turn around, the squirrel's just like staring at me. I can't explain it, but I felt a wave of confusion. I'm just like, why do I feel confusion coming from a squirrel? We have perceived these animals not to be intelligent, but this squirrel is very confused as to why I was talking to it, and how I can understand it. It's like, this is weird. This is weird even for me. So, take it as it is. Think I'm crazy, don't give a fuck. For those who don't think I'm crazy, feel free to join. Have a great day. It's getting hot in my car.